I'm Emily Fraser. I'm the creator of the Hicks and Draconis tabletop role-playing game and the Gallery tabletop role-playing game, and we're going through a quick preview of all the chapters in Gallery so that when the book lands, you'll have some idea of what's in it and what you can play with. So we covered a couple chapters leading into this section right here, having to do with sort of cementing the lore of the world, the setting itself, and a little bit of why it was made and what sort of stories you can tell with it. It's not until page 42 that you actually get into the system in the book. And there's a couple different reasons for that. The big one is that I want to give people an opportunity to fall in love with the place before I hit them with math. There isn't a whole lot of math actually in this. It's a very simple system, and it's a very simple character generation process, which happens immediately following this. Literally just a few pages and maybe, 5 minutes of work at best, at which you are only recording, I think, like 2 scores. So very simple beginning. You can really leap right into characters in this game. It's a really easy pick up and play game. But I didn't want to kind of open the book with the math element. I wanted to open the book with, why you should bother with the math element, what it is that this is going to give you that maybe another game would not, or what sort of fantasies this is designed to kind of play to, or realities this is designed to play to. So when we get to page 42, we start getting into the actual system of the game. If you played Hicks and Draconis, you're familiar with a dice rolling system that this game uses to a similar degree. This one is stripped down a little bit, so some of the kind of niche cases aren't really in there. Designed to make it even easier to kind of pick up and play. HSD's dice rolling system is a pretty simple system. This one simplifies it even further. It takes away a couple of the kind of edge cases and consolidates down to some pretty simple individual checks. Included in this section are opposition checks, saves, difficulties, persuasion, and rescues, which is an element that is coming into Gallery from HSD, so that if you end up in a situation where your character is unexpectedly about to decease, you can avoid it at least once per game, so that you can save a character that got in over their head and take a few more risks when it comes to your play. We want people to be able to reach for the stars in these games without being completely punished with it, especially in Gallery, I think. In HSD, there is a running theme of being a little overwhelmed by the universe, being a very small point in a very big sea, and kind of the humility of the all of our proud technology and amazing advancements being nothing in light of some of the cosmic horrors that kind of live out there. There's a lot of horror elements in Gallery as well. I tend to write horror. They are certainly in here, but Gallery is a much more hopeful game. Gallery is a we persist despite the horrors sort of game. It's a game where your character has a lot of individual power and a lot of tools available to kind of manipulate their circumstances. And we want you to kind of reach far in this game. We want you to feel pretty empowered. It is a large section of it is about individual empowerment. So this system still exists to help you kind of get out of something if the math doesn't math the way that you hoped it would. We will go into individual examples of how this system actually works, I think, in another video, in a tutorial video. These are just kind of previews so that you know where things are and what's in them. So yeah, in the span of about 6 pages, 7 pages, all of the systems required in order to get you rolling are listed out. But really, the only one you need to just kind of start with is one page right here that shows how dice work. And from there, you can just kind of go for it. Very simple for a guide to kind of take characters who have not played before and just say, let's start playing. And as soon as we get to your first check, I'll show you how to roll it. And that's actually how I run the game all the time. When I bring in new characters, and it works out really well. They catch on to it really quick, and you don't have to sit here being like, okay, stare at these, 30 pages and study every niche case. It's not like that. One page of relationships will tell you what dice to roll, and everything else you can kind of pick up when you need it. And it's not 20 pages anyway. It's like 5.